We just finished watching season 9, episode 4, Sister Wives, which is marriage counseling, Texas style. That's where they go down and they visit Pat, their old marriage counselor. And they also spend time with Nancy, their, at that time, current marriage counselor. And it's so eerie to watch in light of their divorce because they are arguing about many of the same things that they eventually left Christine to leave. What I had not remembered was, I don't know if I even picked it up the first time I watched. I'll have to go back and watch my old recaps and see what I said. But Christine flat out says, Cody withholds intimacy from me because he's upset about, he doesn't think I love the rest of the family enough. And later on in the episode, she says, he's mad because he doesn't think I love the family enough, but I think I've proved that I love the family. What they don't really talk about, they talk about her being jealous in Utah, but then they show clips of Cody with each of the other wives, which to me implies that whatever struggles she had in polygamy got worse when Robin. Now that's me making some assumptions, but it's also based on the fact that that's what Christine is always saying. She's talking about how he favored Robin. It was so important. And that's that big scene they have where they're building the rock cairns. And Nancy explicitly says, I want you to build a rock pile that represents maybe how many years you've been together or how many children you have together or something like that. And Cody immediately says, no, I'm going to do it for the whole family. It's got to be with the whole family, nothing to do with you. I don't want anything to do with just you, Christine. It has to be about the whole family. And I forgot Nancy was sitting there watching. And when they're all done, Nancy's like, that's really interesting. I noticed that Christine would make suggestions 3 or 4 times and you would just ignore. And he goes, yes, I did. I just bulldozed her and I'm not sorry for it. I just wanted to do things my way. And that's all there is to it. And
yeah, I mean, and nothing ever changes. So,
right
then, Christine.
Yeah, I mean, this is season 9, and we're now in season 19. And the only thing that's changed is he's gone from smiling and saying, yes, I did bulldoze her. And I'm not sorry about it because I know that if I just push hard enough, I can get my way. To where he is now, where he's like glowering and angry and he's like, but the fundamental part of it didn't really change. And it's just shocking to me.
And it wasn't about the family. It was about Cody being in control. Because F them kids now, right?
Yeah. And he does not seem to like... It's like funny because he'll say all this to Christine. And he's got a big smile. And he's got his hand on her leg. And he's giving her a kiss. And if I was a therapist, I don't think I would have a good read on what is even happening. Other than it seems like his life is about him and these other people are in the way of him getting what he wants. And he's just going to do whatever he wants to get what he wants. And it's funny because he says he really likes Pat, who's right here, because Pat is all about validation and making you feel good. Whereas Nancy's about accountability. I was like, yeah, it's probably why they said that because now they're such good friends with Pat, she can't counsel them anymore. And I thought she probably ran for the hills. And they like hunted her down to find her. They said they went all the way to Galveston to see her. And I was like, this is like the only clip in the episode you really see. She gives him a gift. She gives him a hug. They give him a pirate costume, which then meant Cody talked about pirates in a pirate voice for the longest 5 minutes of my life. It was excruciating. And then they see her in the last day and she's like, did you really get what you want? And Christine was like, yes, I figured out that if I have no agency and I always do what Cody wants and I roll over, then he will have sex with me again and have some intimacy. But yeah, I mean, he was withholding intimacy from her even back then when he didn't feel that she was up to the task of doing things the way he wanted. And frankly, it's a miracle. I don't think I got it when she said withholding intimacy. I thought she meant like, I don't know what I thought she meant, but surprise, surprise, she meant he was withholding sex. Although I think that's a generous way to say that he couldn't
get it up,
manage all these women. And so we already knew Mary was off the table. Apparently, this is, for Christine, it's been very little for a very long time. Anyway, so yeah, it's really interesting to watch. It's really difficult to watch. A lot of these old episodes are. But yeah, guy's been trashed for a long, long time. He just used to do it with a smile.